Hello, my wonderful people. How are you doing today? Welcome to today's tutorials. Today, I just want to make a very quick tutorial on how to use satin to make your satin together with crinoline to make your turban. Is a turban, actually. It's not an autogele. So how to use satin together with crinoline to make turban. And this video is a very short one because the process is very short, so I made sure that the video is not really lengthy, you understand. So I'm starting quickly with the measurement of the satin, and I have for the width I have 25, and then for the length I have 33 inches. Is enough for me to make my pleat and then cover out the cap from it. Is a turban. And if you observe very well, you will see that the satin I'm using, I actually use the interlock machine to weave it all through every part of it, because satin has a way of losing fast, you understand. So because of that, I always want to interlock it before I do anything. So after that, you can just see that I pleated. I use pleat and pleat every part of it, and then I use my machine and sewed it down. Then also I prepared handle for it, that is something to tie it, and you can see the opening at the back of the turban. This is to enable it enter the head and sit properly. So I'll just fix the handle to it quickly. I'm done fixing the handle. So now the major thing is how to prepare the crinoline for the turban. So what I did is I got my crinoline is about 2.5 yards of crinoline. Then I prepared my bias by myself using the same satin, material. I don't want to go and buy the color of bias, so I decided to prepare my own, you understand. And I just used 3 inches, and then I prepare my own bias tape and then iron it out. So what I'll quickly do is that I will use it to wrap the edges of the crinoline, and then neatly, carefully sew it from end to end. But a part of it I will not sew, so I'm just sewing one side there, starting from where you see now, just like it's not an L shape now, like a U shape, you understand. It's just for explanation, like a U shape. So the other part you are seeing there, I'm not going to touch it, because that's the part I'll be working on with my needle and thread. So I'll just carefully sew it on every part of it, very carefully, you understand, and make sure that it is very neat, because if it is not neat, it has a way of telling on the work that you are doing. The finishing of the work will not be fine enough. So you can see how I sew from edge to edge. Then I left the other side I left the other side opened. So what I'll do now is to make loose stitches, but this time I'm not just making the loose stitches and then dragging it together. I'm actually pleating it with my hand, and then I sew, you understand. When I fold it with my hand, I sew. But you can use loose stitches for this process, as in, you know how to make your loose stitches now, inward, outward, inward, and then you drag it together. But because I actually needed the pleat to really be what's the right word now, to be bold or obvious, you understand, to really appear well. So I'm using my hands to pleat. As I fold, I'll sew it down, I'll fold again, then I'll sew it down, you understand. So I'm actually working with my hands, but like I said before, you can use your loose stitches. There's nothing wrong with it. I just want the pleat to be outstanding. I want it to be prominent as I'm bringing it out. So that was the reason I did not just go through with loose stitches. But if you go through with loose stitches, it will still come out and it will be fine. So you can see now I'm done stitching every part, folding every part together, and the next thing I will do is that I will quickly fix it to the turban. So now, because I want to place it at the side, the first thing I'll do is fold my turban into two, like you see now. yes, and then I will now decide, like you divide the turban into this side you are seeing now into two again, you understand? Yes, then you go up a little, you go up a little, so that it will be a side placement, you understand? But if you will not be sure of your measurement, as in your accuracy using this method, place it on the dummy head and then determine the position on the dummy head. Use your pin to pin it down before you bring it out from that part, and then begin to use your needle and thread. So for what I have on the top of it, I just work with this I don't know how many inches crinoline is this jar, because I didn't really measure. I think it should be about 3 inches, because the first one I use is about 6 inches, so this should just be about 3 inches crinoline, but it's thicker and it's stronger than the former one that I used. So I just prepare the same satin again, and then the same length with the crinoline, that is the width of the crinoline, and then I get my own length. So you can use any length depending on what you want to fold, you understand? How many fold you want, or the pattern you want to roll out of it, you understand? So when I finish sewing it, I just fix in the crinoline inside, and then I style it the way I want it, and then fix it together, you understand it? I just fold it together. You can double this crinoline inside if you feel that the first one is not strong enough, you understand? You can like add a second one to the same one again, so it will become 2 inside. It will make it thicker and stronger. So after folding it together, remember I fixed the crinoline, the first one, to the turban. So this next part is tied out now. I'll just use my needle and thread and fix it again to the turban. And that is just all. It's as simple as you see me do it now. But one very interesting thing is that as simple as it is, people love it a lot. So you can make different colors, and then you can add style to it by just using your hot glue to attach some pearls, colors of pearls to it, or any other thing to add additional design, so that it will not be just too simple as you see my own now. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I will see you in my next video. And if you are yet to subscribe, I beg you, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.